Hi everyone, the following is a video introduction and tutorial for Activity 7 Disk Mover Challenge in VEXCode VR. For this activity, there are two levels. It used to be three. I ended up deleting one of them. I still have it there as level 2 and just put a strike through on that in case we end up using it again in the future. But for this challenge, we're going to be on a new playground today, the one called Disk Mover. And in level 1, you'll be using the electromagnet to pick up these different colored disks and move them around the playground to the desired goals. So for level 1, you're going to be picking up and placing all of the matching colored disks in the side of their matching colored goal. Please use the black pen to track all of your movements and clear the entire field. So there are 3 of each colored disks, and for level 1 we want to take all 3 of the blue disks and bring them down into the blue goal. 3 red disks and put them down in the red goal, the 3 green disks and put them down in the green goal. Now in level 3 what we're going to do is use the electromagnet to pick up and place one of each colored disk in each of the 3 different goals. Use the pen to track your movements and correspond the color with the color of the disk that you are currently in possession of, and again clear the entire field. So for level 3 we're going to take 1 blue disk, 1 red and 1 green and put those all in the blue goal. We'll then do the same thing but put 1 blue, 1 red and 1 green disk in the red goal, and then lastly 1 blue, 1 red and 1 green disk in the green goal. So you'll have to decide what would be the most efficient way of completing this task, and certainly there will be a lot of different variations between people and how you decide to go about doing this challenge. If I scroll down here to the second page, it just talks about how you should be using the magnet with this one. So there's an energize block and you'll have 2 options for that, either boost or drop. You want to boost it to power it up and pick up one of the disks with a magnet, and then you'll drop it to de-energize the magnet and drop the disk in the desired goals. So if I switch tabs here and go over to VEXCode VR, here is my finished example, and you'll notice I have some code over here. It's labeled as level 1, and then in the middle of the screen I have some level 2 stuff which we're not going to be looking at anymore, and then level 3 over here on the right hand side. So what I noticed when completing this challenge was there were a lot of repetitive movements, like turning and going for a certain distance and then moving forward and back to grab the discs and bring them down to the goals. So once I realized there was a lot of repetitive movements, I decided, why not? Let's use some my blocks. And with that, I'm able to repeat certain movements between level 1 and level 2 and level 3 without having to recode everything from the beginning. So here in level 1, I just had these 2 my blocks here. The first one is retrieve all 3 disks. So basically just lining up in one of those alleys and then going back and forth at different distances. So I have a variable in there for distance, and I'm changing that each time I pick up one of the magnets and return it down to the goal. The other my block I have here is just to move to the next color. So it's a simple turn to the right, move forward 800, turn to the left, and now I'm lined up into the next alley. And I just run this routine again, retrieve all 3 disks and bring them back down. So that's why here in my mainstream, I just have set velocity, drive and turn. Level 1, move the pen down, set it to black. And then for the blue column, I run my retrieve all 3 disks and then move to the next color. For the red column, repeat that process. And then for the green column, retrieve all 3 disks. And the moment it gets those 3 green disks down into the goal, that's it for level 1. So I threw a stop project on there to see exactly how long it would take that routine to run. And for this activity, you can definitely challenge each other with that total amount of time it takes to complete the goal. So I'm going to run this. And I will likely need to select the playground. There we go. And off it goes. I put down there that when I last run this program, it took 50 seconds to complete the goal. So I go get the first disc, grab the second one, and then the third. And then lastly here, move over to that green column and grab all 3 green discs. So that is crazy interesting. I was able to complete that in 28.7 seconds. I think I need to update what I had down here. I did notice things were moving a little smoother today. And with this being an online software, it is subject to latency and lag sometimes. So if you have a lot going on, it might end up slowing down your programs a little bit. All right, so that is level 1, all 3 colored discs in their respective goals. For level 3, I'm just going to move back here and disconnect my when started and velocity blocks. Move them over here to my level 3 column. And you'll notice here in this stream, again, I had found that there were a lot of things that could be repeatable, retrieving the first disk in each column, the second and the third. I went with a different approach to this one, trying to see how fast I can get it to complete the challenge. But as you look through my main stream of code here, I have level 3 my blocks and then level 1 my blocks. Level 3, level 3, level 1, level 1. So you're able to repeat a lot of the movements if you kind of think about it in such a way. So the last time I ran this, it took me 1 minute and 17.5 seconds to complete. Let's see what it's going to go give us today. Level 3 is a go. Now, the one thing I do not have on this is the coordination of the pen colors. That's something I would like you folks to do in order to challenge yourselves even further with this activity. So with the addition of that, basically you're looking at making your pen color match the colored disc that you are currently in possession of. So you can see what I did was cleared out the blue column and dispersed those 3 goals. I next cleared out the green column and dispersed those 3 discs amongst the goals. And now I'm bringing red down, went to the center, brought red down, went off to the right, bring this last one down here, pushing it off to the left. And right there is where my program stops. So 42.4 seconds today. Definitely running a lot smoother. So this is the challenge, Activity 7, Disc Mover. Hopefully you have a lot of fun with this. And until next time, thanks for watching.